So in today's video, we're talking about mental health and how it affects you negatively and how you can prevent it. Not in a way of preventing it to the point where you can never have any sort of anxiety or depression in your entire life, but to the point where the sadness or the fear can go away significantly if you just adjust your lifestyles a bit different. But a bit different comes a long way. It's actually much bigger than just a bit, you know? That little becomes a lot, because once you don't feel so anxious or you feel so sad or depressed or in a dark hole, your life changes in such a great way, to the point where you feel so much better about yourself and what you're putting in your system and how you feel every day when you wake up and you get out of bed, and you're much more productive during the day, and you're getting a lot done, and you're being successful, and you got goals and you're trying to reach them, and you're constantly pushing yourself each and every day. So the thing is that anxiety and depression, specifically those two, can really put a toll on people's body, mind, health. And I struggle with it. I struggle with it bad, really, really bad. And I could talk about it because it actually affected me. It got to the point where I wouldn't even leave my house for months, and I felt anxious everywhere I went. Basketball games, events, I felt like everybody was staring at me and judging me. And when it came to the depression, that came along with it, because I felt like I was worthless and I wasn't good enough. So I became sad. And I can tell you, not just based off of me, but based off of the facts of how it can negatively bring you down, to the point where it's in such a dark hole that you just never want to be in. And it's a place where you want to escape and just break out of and become a better person. So the first thing I want to say is that, I'm just going to walk her back around. The first thing is that I was trying to, there's a lot of noise up there because the landscape is. The thing is that there's a lot of things that will actually bring about the anxiety and depression, okay? So there's some things that I'm just gonna throw out there for you guys, and to let you guys know that it's out there. And if you guys know the reasons, you guys can actually approach them and actually try to find ways where you can actually not totally avoid them, or honestly go against what they are. What I mean by that is, if you know what it is and it's in front of you, you can escape it by doing certain things, like tips and guidance that I'm about to tell you guys. So the big things are bullying. Bullying's huge. Getting bullied at school and not sticking up for yourself, and you're getting constant name calling, and that's no good. That's not going to make you feel better. So that actually puts a lot on your body. So name calling, people that are rude, disrespectful, bullying's huge. The weather change is huge. I feel like the weather, if it's a really crappy, rainy day and it's dark outside and it's constantly just muggy and gross, that puts damage on it for sure. The people you hang out with, wrong crowds. If you're getting into trouble and it's a lot of problems and you're with a lot of negative people that are bringing you down, or constantly bringing negative energy, and they're no good. What I mean by that is, like, they're just troubled kids, and they're cussing, swearing, being disrespectful to women, just overall just not a good environment to be around. That's another cause. And if certain family, which, by the way, family should always have your back, but if some family members are not there for you, that's tough, because if you're not brought up with family supporting you and loving you, that can also cause a lot of depression or mental health issues down the road as well. Things that you do: not getting enough sleep, drinking, smoking, what you put in your body's huge. And I do feel like it's what you see every day. And if people around you say that it's a good thing, then in your head you're going to think it's a good thing. But sometimes those things are bad. Those things are not good. And because you hear that it's good all the time with your friends, and you're brought up thinking that it's good, then you think that in your life that is a good thing. So that'll also bring down the positive energy in you, and will bring negative energy and bad situations in your life as well. So those are also negatives, and try to stay away from those as well. Not having any exercise at all in your life, or eating a bunch of ultra processed or processed foods, those will also bring you down, because what happens is it changes your mood, it changes the way of thinking, it changes your lifestyle, it changes your body, it changes how you feel within yourself. So if something changes within yourself, it's clearly not a good sign to even be taken or have it in your life at all. So that's another thing to totally avoid and never ever try to get into in the first place. And across the street real quick. And so those are all negatives. Things to avoid is to honestly know about these and to try to go around them when it comes to being confident in yourself, working out, exercising, feeling good, eating the right foods, not being around people that are negative and bringing you down. When it comes to staying active, be social with your teammates, who, if you're playing with friends outside, playing sports are very good, not only because of the activity levels, but because of the social aspect of itself. Helps your social skills. Those are all ways to fight those. And when it comes to depression, it's tough, because sometimes in life there are moments where really sad things can happen, and it's tough, and that's where you need to realize that the only way to get out of this is to become stronger, to become more confident. And with prayer, with family, and with friends, the ones that truly love you and the ones that always support you and have you back, that's where you got to rely on. And not only rely on them for helping and supporting you, but also rely on yourself. Know that you can actually get out of this. You don't just need family and friends and God to help you. You got to help yourself through this, because you're on this earth. You are the one that are moving your feet. You're the one that thinks. You're the one that breathes. You're the one that makes the decisions every day. So you can't just sometimes let the world and just rely on the world to just let it bring you the next step. You got to actually go out there and do it. But things like, praying and sticking with your family and friends, and being around happiness, being around thoughtful, happy, successful people, that's going to help you. So, but depression it's a sad thing, and to get out of that darkness, the best way is to bring yourself enough confidence and love in your heart to know who you truly are, and to every day go 100% in whatever you do, and never let hate take over love, ever. Never. Because once that happens, then you're going to go down a bad path. But it all stems to, a lot of, and it's true, a lot. And you can have depression, anxiety any stage of your life. But when you're first in this world, when you're a teenager, when you're really, really young, you start seeing things around you. You start putting yourself in different groups. You start watching, how people act. You sometimes, things are not going good at home, or you're just mad because you got a bad grade on a test, or something's just not going on in life that you wish it did, and now you're aggravated and you take it out on other people, or you take it out on yourself. And that's not good. That is not good. You got to keep your head up, be strong, be confident, and know that any type of bullying, any type of bad day where it comes to the weather and the weather's shitty out, or times where you're just not doing good in school, or something's not going your way, or you messed up on in a game, and you were supposed to hit the game winner and you missed it, or you lost the game for your team, or something. Anything that bad happens, remember it. It happened. It stinks. It really sucks. It happened, but it's the past. It happened. It's over. Move on and go to the next. And that's where confidence is a huge key. Got to be confident in yourself. Got to love yourself. And that's when you become humble and respectful, and you start loving others. And those are my keys for anxiety and depression when it comes to mental health. There's so many other factors in this. There's so many other factors when it comes to positive or negative energy with mental health. But at the end of the day, all you have to do is try to focus on the day. Focus on the day. What is in front of you today? Not what's tomorrow, not what happened in the past, what happened years ago, what happened yesterday. It's what's in front of you. And the best way to improve yourself is to love yourself, be confident, and strong energy comes a long way. Strong, positive energy, because if you have that, good things will happen, not only with you, but everything around you. So that's what I gotta say about mental health. Mental health is a big thing, a big thing. And it happened to me. I felt it. It was awful. It was terrible. But I got out of it. I broke out of it. I'm the most confident and strongest I've ever been. And I did at one point think that I couldn't get out of it, but I did. And the sun is a huge thing too. The good weather, talking about bad weather. The good weather is very helpful. Walks, feeling the sun in your body. And then live life to the fullest. Have fun, You're on this earth, and we're here to have fun, enjoy life, and love everybody. So that's it. That's what I gotta say. And let's stay active and get kinetic.